You are now tuned in to the Jmack Experience Podcast.
All right, we're back, and we got a very, very special guest on the show today. I want to give you a round of applause, my brother. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. How are you feeling today, man?
Really good, man. Everything is actually great right now. So,
yeah, I know you've been doing a lot of wonderful things. We got if y'all don't know, man, we got a legend in the building. Matt Illz been doing a lot of. He's been. I want to say you're like one of the first battle rappers. No, you definitely been probably one of the first, like, you know, along the way when it started taking off with the YouTube era, more or less.
I created the first, not the first battle rapper, but created the first battle rap league.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yo, this is gonna be some dope shit. We're gonna get into the intro real quick, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com. Peace.
Once again, now I want to give you another round of applause because, yo, we got to congratulate you, man. All the wonderful things you've done. You're still doing your thing, still, you know, pioneering, doing your. I see you doing events and stuff like that. We're gonna get into all that. But basically, you know, I like to start from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? So for those out there who are not familiar with who you are by now, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Matt Illz. I was born in Fort Stockton, Texas, but I've lived the majority of my life in Orlando, Florida. So I tell people I'm from Orlando, Florida.
All right. So you did you grow up like a little bit in Texas, or you went straight to like Orlando? Like, how old were you when you moved to Orlando, more or less?
I'm 41. I moved here when I was 2 years old. So
oh shit. So, okay. Gotcha. So you didn't really spend no time really in Texas like that.
Right.
Okay, got you. I like that. So when you moved to Orlando, Florida, like what was life like, you know, what was life like growing up? Like, how was it out there, more or less? Because this is a while back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, my family came here. My mom was picking oranges with my grandmother, and my grandmother went into nursing. It was very different out here. And it was a rough life moving from place to place almost every year. So it wasn't, nothing was easy. We started from $0 basically.
Wow, that's deep. Well, you know, the reason why I'm asking all this, because it's a motivational platform, you know, and maybe your story out there, it can inspire somebody, you know, that comes from humble beginnings like yourself, you know, and doing great things as you're doing. So that's dope to know, like, because that was like my next question. Did you face like any trials and tribulations, single parent household? Like you said, you know, you guys didn't really have money like that, but anything that you faced growing up out there in Orlando, Florida?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's already out there that's been covered, like on my childhood and things like that. There's a whole like news story that was done on the Channel 6 out here that you can find online. It gets really in depth about my childhood and the stuff that I faced. So it's not like I had the roughest childhood ever and I came from all of this, but like, no, like we were living in trailers and, you know, moving from place to place every year. Like it wasn't like it was anything easy. You know what I mean? You know, up until the point where I'm in high school and I joined the Marines. So like,
oh shit,
it was tough the whole time. It was very, very lower middle class, but not like very lower, you know, like we started lower, but kind of moved up, but we're in almost like a same spot for the majority of my childhood.
Gotcha. I didn't even know that. See, that's why I like to start from the beginning. So you joined the military. I didn't even know that. How was that experience? Like how old were you then, more or less? Coming out of high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I graduated high school, went straight into the Marines, and that was in 2002. I actually got out the year that Grind Time took off. Well, we started Grind Time in February 2008, and I got out of the Marines in 2008. So,
oh shit! All right. So because this is where I want to. So who inspired you more or less early on? You know what I mean? Like who inspired you to want to start rapping and battle rapping and stuff like that? Who inspired that? Was it someone you knew, a friend, or just listening to hip hop overall?
KRS-One.
Yeah.
New York type of hip hop, but when it came to battling, it wasn't anybody I was watching. It was just when I started getting into it, I wasn't accepted by whatever group was there doing it. So
Okay, I see what you're saying.
like you got to battle to get your spot, and that's how it was. So I didn't even want to battle, but like I had to get like the respect of. And I was trying to do this in middle school when I'm in sixth grade, and like these like eighth grade kids about to go into high school, like
Yeah,
very intimidating type shit. But then like that's how I learned. That's how I learned how to find my place, and I found that I was really good at it, and
right.
I was just addicted to it because then it was just like, all right, now I'm wrecking everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, yo, I got fucking skills. I belong here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I just became like hungry for it, and then I all through the Marines, anywhere I was at, from high school, from high school on, was about like finding what battles were happening in the country and going to them, and I
Oh, this is dope. This is what I wanted to get at. So you was battling while you was in the Marines too, like
yeah,
doing
like
like shows and shit.
Scribble Jam, the Scribble
Oh,
Jam.
that's fire. Yeah, that's fire.
Scribble Jam from 2003 all the way up to 2010, I believe. I'm in all the DVDs. I make the main stage on the battles, so like I was very very in the battle rap scene while I
Yeah.
was also doing shit with the Marines. You know what I'm saying? So even when I would be on base, we would we would battle in the barracks and stuff like that. There would be other MCs from different places. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You like, you think you got fucking skills? I'm gonna tear that ass up. Pause.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
No.
I learned a lot of my aggressiveness and shit. So like I
Yeah.
brought that with me out of the Marines, but like ever since 2000, I graduated in 2002 and joined the Marines, but ever since 2003, I was throwing battles in Orlando.
Okay. All
I
right.
was, I was from 2003 till 2008 till it started. I was the one throwing the biggest battles in Central Florida. We would have 2 3 day events called lounge battles. You can
Gotcha.
look up that a lot of the lounge battles footage is up on YouTube, and you could see a lot of the like battle rap guys were there. Like I would bring them out. This was way before grind time era. Like I would bring out all the people that like Marv One, Quest McCody, like those guys. Like
Yeah, yeah.
people were coming. Even Kevin Beecham, who was the main guy from Scribble Jam, he was one of the judges at my lounge battles events.
Oh, that's
I
major. That's
yeah, I
major.
Scribble Jam when it came to Florida. So like I was involved not just in the artist scene, but like throwing my actual own events, and it got me to the point where I was booking national acts during that time, and while I was in the Marines back and forth. So like it was a fun time in hip hop, and that was a lot of it was pre social media. So
Exactly. That's exactly. It was different.
yeah, it was a lot of traveling, a lot of shows, tours, and it was cool. It was really cool stuff. But that was all before the social media era, and then YouTube drops
Yeah.
in 2006, and our channel is from 2008. So it was just a couple.
You like one of the beginners though of the YouTube
Yeah,
era. You know what I'm saying?
were one of the first viral channels where it meant a lot. Like we had over 125 million views. That ain't shit right now.
Yeah.
But
But then it was a lot.
and it was like that was a global movement. We were living off of it. We were getting paychecks everywhere. We were
Yeah.
major, film company was hitting us up. Every entertainment we did every single festival like Coachella, South by Southwest, Rock
Oh,
the
this is big shit. This is big stuff right here. Cause
yeah.
you know what's funny, not to cut you off. Like I grew up in New York, you know what I mean, Queens, New York. And like I remember before, like you said, before the YouTube movement and all that, the only thing that we knew in New York City was literally we had the DVDs. So we had the Smack DVD, which is before URL, and
Mhm.
then we had the Cocaine City. You know what I mean? And I think there was another one that they used to throw like a random battle at the end of it. But that's the only shit that we used to see like battles on.
Six or something like that was doing that.
Which one?
His name was Real Six or something like that. They were doing the
Yeah.
barbershop, and yeah, my homie Critical battled in there, and Madness battled on that guy's DVD. So
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
I remember that time as well. I remember that era. Like we
Yeah,
did.
this is before the internet. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you said. And then you had to be there. Like back in the day, you really had to be in these events to see it live and to see what's going on and shit like that. But so basically, like what I want to get at more or less is like what made you think of this, you know, the grind time league, and like how did you come up with that? What was the process of putting all that together? Is what before we get into, you know, a little bit further than where we was at.
yeah.
Like how did
So
that come about?
there's a tournament that I threw in Orlando where I was trying to bridge the gap between freestyle rappers and the battle rappers that would spit the written raps on those DVDs.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I was like, because when you freestyled over there, you kind of got clowned unless you were like ultra nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we didn't respect that shit.
There's a real difference. And then when a guy who spits writtens like that, he gets clowned in a tournament over a beat because all you got to be like, oh, you spitting writtens, and it's just boo.
It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I put out this thing called writtens, and that's on YouTube as well. Madness was in there. Madness
Nice.
actually battled my verse in the final.
Oh shit, you bring it back.
Yeah, I was managing my verse back then, and they got to the finals. But what it was I would put out the opponents in advance, and I told them that it was okay to bring their writtens or their freestyle, and I just called it writtens. So
So you could go either way.
yeah, so it was really prepping people to like get the merge of both, and people really fucking liked it. And in the writtens, if you look up like writtens, madness versus madness versus somebody, he goes against a guy named Jargonus, I think, in the video in one of his earlier rounds. But it's something that I had posted, and I had put, you know, think about doing this more often. Like I was wanting to formulate something different, and what I wanted to do was have like a boxing league, or is a big fan of like wrestling and having like leagues that are in different places and you track wins or losses. And I understood that like certain places did that for tournaments and stuff, but there wasn't any like global fucking league that would accept New York style, California, fucking Orlando, Texas. Like everybody kind of hated each other's styles and everybody was nice in their own pocket, but nobody really like, there was a couple of crossover dudes, but like movement wise, there's it never happened.
Yeah, that's
So
fine. So you're literally the first.
yeah, so my homie Direct, he was a student at one of the schools over here, one of the colleges called Full Sail, and he was in production where they like, you know, they pay the tuition and they get the fucking camera and they get the editing equipment. And that's
Oh, I know for Full Sail. That's what they show you how to use Pro Tools back in the day and all that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah, that's
so,
dope. A
yeah,
lot of people used to go from New York over there to go to school
yeah,
too.
yeah. Technical
Yeah,
school. You can come here to learn that engineering. He was learning film production. And the guy that runs the film production is Hype Williams' assistant director. So like
Oh,
you
that's
get
great.
networking over at Full Sail. And I met him and he was like, "Hey man, I got these guys meeting up in the park at a UCF at the college, and they're gonna battle. You know, can you come and check it out?" I was like, "Yeah." So because remind you, at the time, I was the guy that threw all the big tournaments and shit. So he was trying to get me to check out his thing. So I said, "All right."
So he basically wanted it. He had something idea already. He was just trying to pitch it to you the right way.
He's like, "Come see what I'm trying to do." And
Gotcha.
like, all right. And he recorded one guy battling or two guys battling. And then I was just like, "Oh man, this is cool." You know what I'm saying? But this is that
He wasn't impressed.
yeah, it wasn't that great. Like if you look up the very first grind time videos, it was kind of corny, but like it was you got it. You got what was going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. It sparked the idea.
Yeah, at the time there were others, right? So there was Smack DVD wasn't a battle league. Smack
No.
didn't meet up all together for tournaments at that time. It
No,
was a video magazine, and then they had battles in it, and that's what everybody was doing because that's what was hot with the DVD game.
yeah, yeah. It was just one battle too, just one.
Yeah. So that was cool, but he came to me and said, I want to be like Smack. I want to do Smack.
Oh, yeah, because everybody was on that shit back in the day. That was Smack shit.
And I said, no, dog. I said, no. I said, I want to do 9 battles at one event and it be ticketed and we fucking keep track of wins and losses and have it be like boxing, and then we can expand to different cities and then merge them. And immediately he saw what okay, like this is the bigger picture. And at that time, I didn't have access to editing and film and shit like that. Like he was a fucking student. He had being like he had all overhead expenses gone because he had that already, and I already had the connections, and he had some connections too, but for the majority it was all my connections.
Basically, it was a perfect match. Like he covered the editing and you had the connections, and it just felt it was like perfect. I like that. So yeah, because you know what's funny, to do a music video back in the day, nobody even had music videos like that. Like if you was like a up and coming rapper, for you to get to a studio, a music video, people didn't have all this shit in the crib like we have now. You remember that? You know what I mean? Like to get to a studio was a big thing, even a studio. Like nobody had a studio like that. So
at that time, direct. What was I about to say? Damn, I just totally lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
You basically said that you said that he covered the editing and all that stuff, and then that you had the connections, but he had connections too, and then we were going from there. My bad, I threw you off a little bit.
And so, like every time we did a battle, people started gathering, and then I was like, all right, look, man. I said, here's what's gonna stand us out. This is what's gonna make us pop. I said, look at all these battle motherfuckers. Look what they do. Fight Club, always with a pool table in between them.
Yeah. That was another one too on MTV.
Yeah, I was the Fight Club champion in Orlando. They fucking came.
Oh shit, that's so dope. So, yeah, this is legendary shit, bro. Like people that love, I love hip hop, bro. So that's
on YouTube too, bro. Like you fight. I know it's on there somewhere. I fucking ripped this dude.
Yeah.
But
even French Montana, people don't know French Montana was on Fight Club. Nems, there was a lot of people on Fight Club. That was Serious Jones.
Yeah,
a lot of Okay, so you said that it was basically the same shit, is what you're saying. Like every time you seen, like even Fight Club, the pool table.
Right. A lot of these people, they're just in a barber shop. That's a very popular thing, in a barber shop. And I'm just like, dog, let's go in front of landmarks. So we know them, we're moving around. Anybody could be in a fucking barber shop, but can you be in front of the arena? Can you be in front of a monument? Can you be in front of this? And look at the old Grind Time videos. We're always in front of some fucking monument. Then when we started expanding, when we did it in New York, we did it with the Statue of Liberty in the background. We did it.
You had Grind Time West Coast, Grind Time East Coast. I remember all that shit. Yeah.
When we opened up in LA, we did it in front of a big famous ass mural out in LA. When we did it in Mosswood Park, where like you after dark in Mosswood Park is like not the place to be. And like it was cool. Like everybody was there. Like when we went to New York, we did it in 5 Points. We had it right outside in 5 Point. There's video of that shit. Like we did
that's where all the graffitis at and shit and fire. That's like almost Long Island City. That's dope.
Yeah.
So
man.
basically, you switched it on them pretty much.
Yeah, man. So it worked, and what popped us off was Q from World Star put up one of the videos.
Rest in peace to him.
Yes, rest in peace, Q. Once he put up the video, I hit him up and I said, "Hey, thank you for putting this up. We're a battle league. We have a lot of this stuff going on, and we're gonna do it in different cities around the country. And if you allow us to use your watermark, your World Star watermark, as we release our videos, here's our YouTube, and we weren't really even getting that much views at that time. I said, like, we promise we have enough content to feed to you. And
Yeah.
like, all right, man, sure, no problem. Here's the logo. That's all it was.
Uh,
You know, and
uh,
I said sure. And it was back when I could talk directly to Q.
yeah.
So that was it, bro. Our shit just started boo boo boo. Every time they threw something up, our shit just went and
Yo.
all the millions of views. And then like we had a good partnership with them for about a year. And then after that year, they were like, all right, I mean, you got to pay now.
Yo, because to get on World Star, it was a big thing. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
yeah,
to pay,
yeah,
like, I think it was $500 for the small block. I used to hit them up all the time.
that's it.
5,000 for the big block. I'm like, this is outrageous.
That was like after a year later, we were already viral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
so you didn't
like,
need it.
nah, dog, we're good. You know, because
Yeah,
got our website up and running, and we were doing the analytics. World Star Hip Hop was the #1 hip hop site at the time,
they
and
were.
the #3 hip hop site at the time. So
You were the #3?
we were the largest. We were one of the largest. Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't even know that. Yo, because I remember, I don't know if you remember, the same way people go on Instagram now when they wake up, that's the first thing people used to go on was World Star Hip Hop when they
Yeah.
went on their computer. Remember that shit? Every
Yeah.
day to check it. That's
So
a big thing.
before then, like people were really heavy into message boards and chat rooms.
Yeah.
We had 24-hour like activity. There was hundreds, sometimes thousands of people would be in those chat rooms around the clock because we
Yeah.
expanding to all these different cities and time zones. And then when we was working with the United Nations, we expanded out to Sydney, Australia, and Johannesburg, South Africa. So like we were we were getting traffic. We were getting global traffic.
It was good. Yo, hold on. You can't skip over that. Hold on. You said you were working with the United Nations? Yo, that's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was called the Music is a Natural Resource Program. So
Wow.
they were gathering people who had ran music networks, like the conductor that scores the Oscars, guitars in the classroom where they teach K through 5 in song.
Yeah.
Uh, Basically, all of these different programs, Grind Time fit in as a viral movement that was online, that was able to be fed to the public in a way that would help urban areas develop. So that was the whole thing through music. So you would go into these third world countries and you would deploy any one of these programs from this handbook that was in the Music is a Natural Resource Program booklet that's available from the United Nations. So I got an invite to that. And it was beautiful. Like it was great. And that's where we were like, that's where we were headed to take battle rap before the face tattoos and shit took over.
Good, everybody. The summer is officially in session. If you haven't done so, make sure you tap in with Vitamin Energy. If you're feeling a little sluggish, take some Vitamin Energy. We also want to shout out Black Sheep Sea Moss and Spaced Out Snacks. Make sure you tap in if you haven't done so already and hit them up. They're going to take great care of you, and let them know that the Jmack Experience Podcast referred you. You already know what it is. We signing out. How do you feel right now? Like the effort that some of these rappers are putting into their lyrics and bars. Like I know everything has its course, and some people say, well, that's just how it is. You know, it'll come back around to real rap and shit like that. But like someone like you and me, that we come from the essence of real lyrics, shit that you could feel. You really had to have skills. What do you feel now about all this bullshit that be out pretty much?
I feel like we're being so used to being spoon-fed music that it's our own fault that all of this stuff seems to be drowning us out. Personally, I don't have any issues because I look for the music that I want to listen to, and I don't have any fucking problem with it. I don't have any issues listening to endless music of stuff that I want to listen to. There's enough out there in the world. And who's to say that it all has to be dope from the current time period that you're living in? Like, I would say to anybody who's having an issue with that to kind of like maybe get into some other music also. Like, I get it. It's a certain time that you connected with that type of music, but understand that hip hop started as a result of avoiding violence and became all inclusive to the poor communities. We shouldn't ever be in a position where we want to keep it poor. Like, it grows, it evolves, it touches other people, and even they might come out with whack ass music, or maybe their music isn't what you think it is. But I've had hundreds of people over the years write me letters saying that, hey, this music got me by. I was going through a time in my life and I was thinking about doing something, but I heard this, or I saw this battle, and it the content was probably something horrible, like, but it made that person laugh at the time. So we don't know what connects with people that still keeps them here. And for that, I'd say, you know what, if you see a dude like out here, we have concerts and you have the opening acts, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're whack. You're like, come on, dog, I came here to, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, dog, that's what the hip hop community is. The hip hop community is not elite motherfuckers. Hip hop community is babies to old people,
It's for everybody.
smart to dumb,
Yeah, for everybody. I got
intelligent, to ignorant, like
yeah.
all of us. And
That was dope. I like how you worded that. That's dope.
that's how we can share. That's how I can travel anywhere I want to in the country and feel like I'm right at home, because I can connect to you through this entertainment. And it
Fact.
didn't matter. I didn't know where you were from, or what your background is, or what you believed in, or what your sexuality beliefs are, and all that stuff. Like, and you didn't know that about me. All you did was you turned on the YouTube and you saw people having a good time, and it fucking made you laugh, and you came back for more. That is it. And that's how I feel about hip hop, about um, people who are gatekeeping, about, like, if you want skilled hip hop, then seek it. It is there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely there. And there's younger people that are absolutely skilled. And you just put your thinking cap on and find them.
Yeah. Stop being lazy.
Have a wonderful journey through music. And if you're a songwriter, attempt to write different genres, and you might have fun just not even listening to music, but writing and creating your own stuff. So, like, there's
That-
too to worry about, like, the negative stuff that's out there. Like, it'll have its course on the people who look into it far too much. So we just don't have time for that.
Yeah, I feel it. I like the way you worded that. That was dope, because I expect that. I'm gonna be honest. I expect you to be like, well, da da da. But that's dope. I like that. You showing love. That's basically showing love. And like you said, it's music for all walks of life. You don't know, who's gonna come up with what, and that's what makes it even doper, because everybody's different in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. Now, going back to the grind time, the battle league, being that you played like such a huge role in building, obviously you're the founder more or less of Grind Time. Like, what are some of like the top? Do you have like a top 5 list of like the best battles ever that was on the plat? I know it's probably so many to go through, but what are like some of the? Give me like at least 3 that stick out the most. That you was like, yo, this was a crazy battle. That's unforgettable.
Yeah. Definitely Iron Solomon and Ines.
Oh, that's fire. Yep.
That was
Yeah, that was
fun, and live, it was amazing live to see that. Um, Also, Conceited versus Arsenal. That was,
yo, this is when Arsenal was coming. Everybody was coming up at that point too.
yeah,
Nobody had a big name.
Conceited versus Arsenal. Awkwards versus T-Rex.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That
That
was a
was
good
a
one.
big West Coast one. And then, like, I'm sure, like, a Disaster Disaster Arsenal.
Yo, Disaster, yo, he had a lot. Not for nothing. I felt like he was a homestay at Grind Time. Like he had a lot of battles at Grind Time.
Yeah, he was really close with I mean he was hungry, like he wanted to battle, you know what I mean? So we
He's
kept
nasty.
yeah, he ended up, doing his thing. So but
I
yeah,
still can't forget when he battled Cassidy. He fucking went crazy on Cassidy. Like that was a moment right there. You know what I
he
mean?
goes crazy on everybody, man. You got like
Yeah, like yeah. Especially shout outs to DNA, man. I tell you, DNA and Disaster was another one, but I don't think that was on Grind Time. That was in the I forgot the platform. The one from
yeah,
Canada.
there was a lot. There was a lot of battles. There was a lot, so I forget. But yeah, I took DNA on his first tour.
And how was that? Like, how did you meet DNA? Obviously, he was on the Grind Time, right? But like, how did that go?
Yeah, I don't remember how we met. I don't know
Okay.
if he was a tryout guy or if he was a guy that we just like fit, because there was a point where we had to do tryouts,
Yeah.
but he might have got on before that. Maybe he was someone that somebody knew, or I don't remember. But all I remember was he got it. Like he understood what it was. And he was a fan of wrestling, so he understood like the way that I was trying to take this. That like, hey,
Oh.
we're looking for personalities, we're looking for characters, we're looking, like he came into battle.
The one we had the bomb strapped on his chest. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
When he battled Rome. That was
Yeah,
a good one.
there.
No, I wasn't there, man.
Oh.
I missed the yo. That's how kind of we lost a little bit of touch because when he was out doing his thing when he first started, I had moved to Atlanta to pursue music, so I was out the loop. So he would always hit me up and we would talk. And I remember he sent me the link to the first one. I think he battled. It was a try. I think he battled Thesaurus. I want to say, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken. Yeah.
but like,
And when I got back, basically he was already doing his thing. Like he took off.
okay,
Yeah.
he got it. And there was the point where I was doing a tour. I took him and my verse on their first tour with us, and we did what was called the Lounge Battles tour. We
Nice.
went all over, and I think DNA had to have been 18 or something like that,
Oh, he was
because
super young. He was super
yeah,
young.
I remember we canceled the LA show because we got there and the promoter was like, "Hey man, he's under 21, he can't come in." And I was like, "Well, dog, like
Oh,
that, like we don't leave anyone behind." So I was like, "Well, that's my dog. Like that's our tour. Like I'll shut this shit down if he can't come in." And they're like, "He can't come in." I'm like, "We're going to the next city then. Bye."
damn, you real for that. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
bro.
that. We did that shit, and I did that. They wouldn't try to let him in, but like, yeah, that was his first tour. We went all around the United States, man. It was really cool, really cool. He was just a really cool dude. And my verse, she was doing her thing on tour with us, but like, yeah, those were the days, man.
Those were golden moments, man. Not for nothing. Like it was so much different now. Now, like, do you think like pure freestyle? And speaking about DNA, and I think that's probably why y'all connected too, because he can actually freestyle all right. Either way,
Oh,
he's nasty with it. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like pure freestyling has a strong place in today's battle rap scene? Or you feel like it's all written more or less now? Or is it still there, you think?
it still has its place. Absolutely, it still has its place. It has its place if you are a strong rebuttaler. Like,
Gotcha.
if you're going second, why the hell are you opening up with a written? Like, are you like what? You
Yeah.
take all of the strongest lines that were said to you during their whole entire round and just rebuttal them really quick, and then go into your written and you win. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
freestyle.
usually how it turns out too. It's true.
Yeah, like that's the formula. Like if you there's a formula for battling a guy who's all about gun bars. There's a formula for battling somebody who's all about jokes.
Yeah.
Dog, it's
What was like some of the biggest challenges? Because you took this you took this idea that you had, right? You took it worldwide, more or less, right? What was some of like because it's not all peachy. Everybody only sees when you're winning and you're doing good things and stuff like that. What was some of the challenges that you had putting all this together? I'm sure it was fucking a big headache at some point. or there's times that it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you, it took a lot of time. It took a lot of time. It took so much time that I didn't get to spend as much time being a father to my daughter, and missed a lot. Like, not like she moved at a certain point up to New York and then came back. She lives here now in Orlando, but like, that's my only kid, and that's time that I don't get back because I was out traveling, doing tours. Um, Even to this day, I'm still very active because I gave the majority of my life to this culture,
Yeah,
and I think that's what they don't see. Like, they see the wins, and that's cool, and I celebrate those as well. But like, there's a lot of losing involved in that, and it's learning how to lose and how to lose quickly and come back, so that way your wins actually mean something. So
I like
it's
that.
not just wins; it's a series of up and downs. But like, you're only seeing me at my peaks.
Exactly. And like looking back, like what do you think that grind time did for the culture overall, like as a whole?
I think uh, it helped it become more competitive. The United States music culture is more competitive than the global environment. So we're naturally like this. But where hip hop was going with the lyrics, I felt like battle rap really pulled it back in to where, I mean, the number one artists that are out there right now are lyricists.
Yeah.
Um, so regardless of any kind of movements that people think are dumbing down anything, like, the top people are still heavy lyricists, and like,
Yeah.
we just went through a historic battle.
Kendrick
We just
Lamar and Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
largest back and forth that we've seen in a hot minute. That money wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't see East West Coast shit make the Super Bowl. Like, this was
Yeah,
global.
that was
So,
crazy. You got a point with that.
so I mean, I feel like it made it more interesting for those that are into battle rap.
Yeah, now I got you. What about this is another thing, right? Because now, being that like they even have battle rap in like London, they have battle rap in Australia, even China, they have like, but in their language.
Yeah,
Like, how do you feel when you see stuff like that? Being that it came from like such humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, it
great.
started in New
But
York, and then
we got to see global analytics. So I'm
right,
talking millions. So I got to see behavior, like global behavior patterns. Like, it's wonderful. It was great. It was awesome seeing all the battle leagues pop up globally. That wasn't a thing. Like, now there's a fucking battle league. There's like 6 battle rap leagues in every city. Damn it! Like, there's
yo, that's a fact, bro.
everywhere. So it's like, dog, like, this is what I wanted. Like, I wanted to be able to create a platform for artists. I've been doing it since I started. I got ripped off at a battle in like 2000 and freaking, I don't want to say 2001, maybe
Yeah,
2000.
early,
And I was like,
early
man, I'm going to throw battles. And ever since then, it was like, I'm throwing it from the perspective of the battler who would want to win and get his money and get treated properly, or get like blah, 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 blah. And so it just built like that. Then it came to like, I don't want to just throw a dope event. I want to create a dope platform, because then the platform helps everybody. And then when it came to the United Nations, it was like, okay, this is fucking working. Like, this is real. You know what I mean? So, but like, all of that gets used for the future, which is like, if I can make it to the United Nations by pitching the behaviors of battle rap, then surely I can do it on a broader scale. So that's what like leads me into what I do today and shit.
you were speaking about like you got paid very low and you did an event stuff like that. I wanted to talk about because you also battle as well. So I can't like let end this interview without asking you a few things about you being a battle rap as well. Like, so who was like your toughest opponent that you battled that you was like, damn, this was a great battle?
Well, no can do. But it wasn't a great battle. We both kind of stalemated each other. We both had horrible showings, and we battled 3 times in a row at Scribble Jam, 3 years in a
Yeah,
row. And it just became like the third time didn't even make the final DVD. The final DVD they never put out when they shut down.
yeah,
Um, but like at that time, people were more excited to see us battling because they saw it at the DVD at home, and it was like, oh shit. So I think we got more of a pop out of that as a crowd favorite than like, like it being tough. But the dude Tut, who beat me at Scribble Jam on the main stage, I won the prelims at Scribble Jam, and I had to battle Tut in the last round, and I fucking wiped him. I beat him, and we got to the main stage the next day, and I end up running into him in the tournament. He's using all the same fucking lines he did from the day before, so
Shit.
off. I got so pissed, and he ripped me, bro. He fucking ripped me, dog. Like I was like that. The toughest ones were Scribble Jam. And then when me and Parable battled Thesaurus and Immaculate in New York, like
Immaculate's nasty too.
Yeah, that day we were the ones that also had like a higher ranking. So like us battling at the end was pretty cool, but like they got like I didn't really understand the format that first year. And when we came back in Atlanta, we were undefeated and we understood the format, but like those are probably the toughest ones that I would say.
Yeah, we lost, and rest in peace to all the battle rappers that we did lost. We lost like some great ones. Who was someone that like, and they could be living or ones that passed away. Who was someone that you really wanted to battle but you never got a chance to? Is there anybody in particular?
Not really.
So you ended up battling pretty much everybody you wanted, because some people, they want to battle Murder Mook or they want to battle all these names. Who?
Juice, MC Juice from Chicago.
Oh shit! Isn't that the dude that battled Eminem?
Yeah, he battled Eminem.
Oh shit, that's crazy, bro.
Supernatural's the homie, but like I feel like it would be in that I'd be in that category. Like if I was gonna battle somebody, it wouldn't be like any of the main guys, like the battle rappers now or the grind. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. From your era, from the early days.
Yeah, like a Loaded Lux or something would be cool just because of the wordplay.
Yeah,
but like,
he's nice.
That's it. I wouldn't fuck with nobody. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Serious Jones, he's pretty dope. Talk to him. He's a cool guy.
And he freestyles too. He be freestyling. Yeah. Who are some of the battle rappers that like they came from grind time, right? They started with grind time, and like their growth surprised you. Like you're like, wow, like we were part of that. Like there's got to be a few. Can you name any?
No, actually there isn't. Because it wasn't a surprise. Like I knew Conceited was going to be big. That's why I pushed him. Like everybody who made it big out of grind time, we knew they were going to be big. We knew Arsenal was going to be big. We knew Disaster was going to be big. Like all of there was no surprises. We knew Thesaurus was going to be the champion that he was. Like it was just a matter of us curating the right content. We didn't have to worry about surprises. We had it. And we had so many tryouts and events going on. I could just sit back and literally go through hundreds of videos and be like, all right, this is dope. This is dope. We're putting it up. This is dope. And we still have videos to put up every single day. Like we were cranking battles. And that was the other thing, was we were the first hip hop media outlet to release daily battle content. That was not a thing. Before, you would go to a tournament and you'd have to wait a month or two for a DVD to come out or for somebody to record it and transfer it over and maybe put a battle up, and it was really grainy online.
Yeah.
Now just dumping shit like boom,
every day consistently. So y'all was doing the short. Y'all was doing like how people post shorts every day. That was y'all before that shit took off. Like that's fucking insane, bro. This is. So we're gonna be wrapping up shortly. I know you got a movie to catch, but there's like endless questions I have, but I'm gonna get, I'm gonna try to squeeze that now. Who are like some of your favorite battle rappers overall right now at the moment?
I don't watch battle rap. I haven't watched 2017 since I grind time, but like, yeah, I can't even say who's my favorite. I like Serious Jones. I like Loaded Lux. I like Hollow the Dawn.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like
I got you. I got you. Now, I got to speak on that. What made you want to pull the plug? Because you guys had such a long, this shit was, you guys were around.
I got burnt out. I got burnt out from it. Like, it was almost
Oh,
doing that. And all of the places that we went, all of the stuff that we did, all of the drama that happened with it, I got very burnt out and it became a mental issue. So I shouldn't have sold it in the manner that I did because I was tricked into selling it. But once I decided to walk away, I decided to walk away, and I didn't come back. Now, I currently have started a school for battle rap with martial arts master Raman Jamal in Redwood City, California. There's an
I'm getting an exclusive right now. This is fire. Does anybody know about this?
no, nobody knows about this.
Well, I appreciate that. That's fire.
Called Dojo, and what it is, the Bushido master, he teaches a martial arts academy, and we have people that are coming up through a 9-belt system that are learning how to battle rap. So when you have dojo events happen or dojo tournaments, there'll be teams, 5-point sparring people that are like point sparring martial artists,
Yep.
and 5 battle rappers. And so they'll all battle and fight, and whoever wins, they get, they compete for prizes and money.
Yo, this is different because
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on, we gotta do something. This is gonna bug you out. We're gonna get into album of the week real quick. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Album of the week this week is Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman by the Wu-Tang Clan, and Mathematics. That's fucking crazy. So is this like inspired by Wu-Tang? I'm saying like the school, more or less, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I've always wanted to mix martial arts with the battle rap because I find that the audiences are one and the same. And I know a lot of people in the MMA community. The owner of Fusion XL Gym out here, Julian Williams, is a coach for some of the top fighters in the UFC.
That's fucking dope. So
yeah.
when does this start? When does this program start? Like the school, is it like in the works? Obviously, like how long till it launches is what I'm getting.
Just for like footage, and so we can start like documenting the process. July 4th weekend, I think we might be trying to do something here in Orlando. So it's in development with Raman Jamal and another guy in Seattle by the name of Aruku Saki, who's like a legendary battle rapper from the West Coast. But we all partnered up to create the system, and it's going to be a school. So I spent a great deal of time away from battle rap and developing what this newer system would be. And it's going to be just like Grind Time, where it'll be in a bunch of cities and there'll actually be schools for it. So if anyone wants to copy it, the result of it is actually teaching the youth how to be better community leaders. So please.
Now, I just seen like you just did an event. I think it was this past weekend. What events you got coming up? You got any events coming up? Are you working on any music? I want to ask, before, because I know I'm gonna forget a few things, but at least I'll cover most of the stuff.
Shout out to my label OMG in Brooklyn. I'm definitely working on music all the time, also as a songwriter and writing for other people. But one of the events that's coming up is Love and Loyalty Weekend. That's celebrating Thurston Howell III and the Low Life family.
Oh, that's fire. He's a legend, bro.
Yeah, May 17th, we all gathered to celebrate him at the Iron Cow in Orlando, Florida. He'll be performing. I'll be performing. Master Ace will be performing. Rock Ness, Jooks, Cortez.
Cortez, he's nasty too. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's May the 17th. So I got like I don't perform my written music anymore because I perform with Free Daps, which is a freestyle crew. We travel all over the country doing improv comedy freestyle shows. So I get, but they want me to do actual like music, like my Mad Ill shit. So it's all like hardcore double time, like popping shit. So like you're gonna love it May 17th.
Where you was doing, you did, I seen like a video that was MC Search and you doing a freestyle. That shit was fire.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so I've done a freestyle with Search twice now. He invited me to the brunch that he does to celebrate my birthday. So it was my birthday party.
Nice.
Shout,
Happy belated birthday.
yeah, man, thank you. Shout out MC Search for that. And he's in the scene. He's active in the scene out here. He loves to freestyle. I've interviewed him for my radio show back in 2018. So that's kind of where I bumped into him. But now I see him everywhere. Now it's cool. Now I talk to him like, hey, man, what's going on? And he's a cool guy, man. I'm glad that he's down here living in Orlando.
Yo, that's great. Because if it wasn't for him, there'll be no Nas. So he plays a big role. Like, not for nothing.
It wasn't going to be a lot of people.
Yeah. People don't know, man. That's a key figure in hip hop. I like it. Now, what keeps you going, man, after all these years in the game, all the wonderful things that you've done? What keeps you going?
The people that reach out. I mean, my daughter, for the most part, there's a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish for her. But like over the years, what really has kept me going are the people that have been able to connect with me through my music, through the entertainment, the people's lives that we've saved. Like there's literally people we would get on the phone with that were like on the ledge about to jump out their windows or on their balconies type stuff. That all of that stacked up when you get to see a global movement and you get contacted from all different parts of the world, people telling you that like your content or what you were involved in like saved them, like
That's priceless. That's priceless.
how could I ever like not love life? How could I ever not keep going or be motivated to move with purpose? Like I've already done my wildest dreams that I've wanted for a rapper, you know what I mean? Like I did the viral shit, I did the traveling, I met the stars, I did all the tours and all that. That's wonderful and all, but like the thing that sticks with me the most are the people that I've been able to connect with that say thank you. And there's people to this day that'll pop out and say like, dog, I've been a fan 13 years, 15 years, 20 years, and just get enough to come out and tell me now, you know what I mean? Like because of where they've been through in their life. So that like I look forward to that. It's ever evolving. Like you never know those seeds that you planted how long ago will come back. All of the good things that you did, all of the good deeds. Like I know I've racked in a lot, and at my age, at 41, a lot of them shits are coming back, and they're really fucking cool, and it's really fucking cool. Like the whole free dap shit where I'm touring with these guys, like I put them on through Grind Time. They end up creating a company that gets big and getting contracts to perform in the theme parks, in military bases around the world, colleges. And like, we've been doing that for 7 years strong now. And we just received an award for the #1 performers for the APCA circuit. That's all the colleges.
Oh,
It's a wonderful thing. And I sowed those seeds way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And so like there's still a lot more coming because I know I did a lot more good from that point on, you know what I'm saying? So like it's great.
Speaking of that, you know, you did mention planting seeds, all the wonderful things you see coming back. What advice would you give to someone right now that's like thinking about pursuing a career in battle rap or music in general? What would be your advice to them?
I would say to find out if you want to do this as a business or you want to do this as your therapy, not your hobby. I would say your therapy, because it's wonderful that you have a great paying job and you pop out every now and then to perform a song or two and not have any kind of a rush or be complicating yourself with tracking stats and registering shit and all of that. If you want to do it for a business, I would say at this point in the game, it's easy to do for self because of technology making it so easy for you to do it independently. But that's the double-edged sword because now there's a whole bunch of whack shit out there. So you ever focus on anybody else but yourself. If you want to get in this and be serious about it, you really have no other time to be posting about the president. You have no time to be posting about whack MCs. You have no time to be posting about relationships. You got no time posting knowledge that you're dropping on people for the day. The only thing you have time for is promoting your brand and what you're doing. And you can't ever veer away from that or you will lose your traction. So if you take this serious, take all of your memes down, just make original content and focus on you and try to do that as often as possible. And I promise it's going to work out for you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. That was a message directly from me from the higher up because I actually did that. I had over like 4,000 or 5,000 posts, and then I met someone who was super viral, and he told me, "Well, the first thing you gotta do, you got a lot of shit going on in your page. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're a rapper, a podcaster, a photographer, a clown, like someone that makes jokes. Like he's like, this is confusing. So you need to stick to one thing first, and then you could because my passion is actually music. You know what I mean? Like." But since the music didn't really kind of take off for me, I hit a certain age and I'm like, I still want to do music, but the podcasting's been working for me. You know what I mean? So, and it's a passion too, because I enjoy doing this and it's not work for me. Like it's easy for me to have a conversation with people. You know what I mean? So I love doing it, but it's like an unfulfilled void that I have that I'm like, yo, I got to get back in my bag with the music. You know what I mean? But everything has its course, I guess,
Yeah.
Now I know that before we go, I just got like a few questions left. Besides the music, the school that you're about to open, stuff like you had told me something on the phone. I don't know if you want to talk about it. You said that you were working. This is a different industry now. That you were managing some people. What's that about? How did that come about?
Yeah, I'm managing an adult entertainment star by the name of Lilu Love.
Oh, that's so dope. That's fire.
Her husband, they're wonderful people, have been working in the industry for years. And we just mesh, they love improv comedy. And so they come out and I met them via my group Free Daps and spent a lot of time, around Lilu and talking with her. And she's a really cool person. And they want to get into the entertainment business more, so hosting and stuff like that. So I have a marketing background, social media background, so I can bring infrastructure to her systems and run it internally instead of it being like a agency that's trying to sign her on. She's doing well for herself, and so she wants to build internally and make everything in-house, and I'm fitting that part. So I like getting involved in different business ventures is a constant, and especially if it's like as long as the people are cool, I'm all about it. I'm all about figuring out ways to make things work. And she's definitely not a startup. Like her brand is a working brand that's wonderful. So it's cool to be able to jump right in on a ship that is sailing already instead of building it from the ground up. So
That's a lot of work.
yeah, entertainment side when we move into that portion for a career. So I look forward to spending many, many years working with her. So
yo, that's fine. Like I don't know, but this is my next venture that I want to do. I haven't had a porn star yet on my show. Anybody that's in the adult industry, like that's one of my goals. So if we could put that out there now, we'll put it in the universe. But yeah, I'm trying to get because I'm all for that. I wanna interview people from all walks of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I first started, it was like strictly rappers and people that do music. And I got kind of boring after a while. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I want to hear some other shit. I want to hear like if you're a barber or you're a fucking pastor or like whatever. I just want to hear different stories because not everybody can rap. You know what I'm saying? So we want to cater to everybody. You know what I mean? That's pretty much. So I know we covered a lot of things today. What's next for Mad Illz, man? Anything that you want to promote that I didn't cover or that I might have missed?
Right. Basically all of the work that I've done on these years is under one umbrella now, and that's called Mommy Collective, MOMI collective.com.
Nice.
That is a nonprofit that I started. It stands for Mind of Mad Illz, where we're looking to raise millions of dollars, build our own land, have tiny home living spaces, programs for fighting chronic homelessness, specifically in Florida, where there is a surplus, but that money is not being spent on fighting homelessness. $100 billion is being spent to bring a Major League Baseball team to Orlando, and that is multiple times more expensive than it would be to completely eradicate chronic homelessness in the state of Florida. So what I'm doing now is raising awareness through the arts and community building to raise funds for those programs to help Housing First programs. So that is what it is all for. If you could visit momicollective.com, MOMI collective.com, you could see our mission statement, you could see what we're about. And if you want to help us, because that's how I got connected with Ramen Jamal in California. His venue is a Mommy Collective establishment where we can have artists hang in their gallery. We can teach artists how to bring value out of their art. And this, just like with Grind Time, but it was for battle rappers, this is for the struggling workforce creator. So roughly 60%, 64.
I'm a part of them.
Roughly 60%
like a motherfucker.
are one paycheck away from homelessness.
Oh yeah.
So over half of us. So that's a lot of people. It's a big ask for what we're doing, but it's the reason why I speak the way that I do, because like that gives me grand purpose, you know. So I'm very sure of it. That's the direction that I'm going in. So
you're also a philanthropist now. This is crazy. You're giving back. That's awesome, man. And then, you know what's funny? I always say that too. Like, yo, at the end of my career, you know how everything works out, but like philanthropy work is the goal, man. Giving back. I feel like you get more out of that than anything else. It's like they say, like money can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? Like giving back is such a beautiful thing. But definitely, if you want to give us like the flyers, or if you have the website and all that, send it my way. I'll be like, you know, if you want. We could say it right now. I'll put it up at the end of all my episodes if you want to. I could do that as well. So that would be dope.
The better that we can do with our network and growing it, I mean, it's for a purpose everywhere. Ideally, I would like to set this up like I am setting up all of my entertainment ventures, where there's a chapter in every city. There's someone that can help out. We've already helped out a homeless man in Oakland, California.
Yeah.
It was residents from Orlando, Florida, putting money together for this individual in Oakland, California. So we're not talking about feeding people in another country. We're talking about right here. We're talking about
in our backyard.
And like for residents of Orlando to be helping someone in Oakland, that's something big. For people over there to be wanting to come and help over here, that's something big. Like the help is way beyond just the city that you're in, and we need as much help as we can get, because like I said, this is a big ask to completely eradicate chronic homelessness. It is now possible with the technology that is in play in the field right now, so we can do it.
Yeah. How can people contact you directly if they want to, like, you know, be a part of that, donate stuff? Like, can they email you? Can they follow you on social media? For those out there who don't know,
they can go to the website. They can go to Mommy Collective, the MOMI collective.com, or if you're going to go through socials, whatever you use, the best is @MaddIllz, MADDILLZ. You can contact me through there and I'll get you to the right channel.
I love it, man. Can people reach out to you to collaborate, like on future projects? Like if they want to do a song or something, like, are you open to that or not really?
Yeah, I do. I still do that. I songwrite. So that's another hustle. We just got to schedule it.
We gotta cover everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff marketing wise. If I can fit it into the schedule, then come at me. Like if anybody wants to collaborate with me, this is the best way to do it. @MaddIllz, hit me up with your budget. If we gotta play the, hey man, this is dope, look at my beat, what do you think? Like, I don't have time for that. I don't got time to negotiate. Dog,
let's get to the point. We get to the fucking point here. Yeah.
Be like, yo, I got this. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm expecting. And then more than likely you get a response back like, all right, dog, let's rock. Like, drop it and then get the track ready. People will hit me up like, all right, let me gather the beat. Like, let's go.
Wasting your fucking time. Like, yo, yeah, you the type party, don't send that payment right now. You had that shit done in an hour.
yeah.
Quick.
So, but like, picking up these other things and entertainment, it is getting really busy, and I'm starting to, other than doing this performance on the 17th, go back to just doing my freestyle bookings, so I don't have to
Nice.
worry about making music. So if you want to collab, man, hit me up. Hit me up.
Thanks. I
Hey,
love it. Yo, have you ever been to Providence, Rhode Island?
yeah, a couple times.
All right, we got to get you back out here. I'm gonna talk to a few of my peoples,
Yeah.
man, that do the nightlife to see if they could get a budget together to have you come out here. That'll be fire.
We could do a freestyle cipher. We could do a show. We could do a battle. We could do whatever. Not, I won't battle, but like we could
Yeah,
do whatever. Will be a draw there. You know, it doesn't have to be a Mad Illz event. It could be a whole ass cipher with me there. You know, that would make it
yeah,
better. Whatever's better
that'll
for
be
marketing.
fire. Yo,
I'm
because we
down.
got I don't know if you're aware, but like Providence right now, we got a lot of creators out here, a lot of people coming up doing their thing, you know. So that'll be great. It'll be something new for everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? We got people that battle out here too. So yeah, that's fire. Can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you to where you are today?
Absolutely, and I don't regret any one of them.
I like it. Any advice out there for those who may be experiencing the same situations you went through or are going through now?
You don't have any other choice but to keep going. You have to do it because you know the answer. If you don't, it stops, and that isn't where you want to be at. You know, like even if you feel like you're at the worst time and nobody's helping you out, like you just got to keep on going. I focused on one step at a time to get me out of all of the worst situations that I've been in. If you're feeling down or you failed at something, I always look at it immediately now as what can I take away from this to go to the next level? Because I get to a certain level, and if I do the same thing that I did the last time when I got to this level, I can expect the same exact outcome. It's just going to go back down again. So some people learn quick. Some people, it takes them their whole entire life. Like it's been up and down for me. I'm 41 now, and learning how to really come back off of some L's and like double down on what I'm doing and take advantage of the up in the situations. And all of the relationships that I get into now, it's about where can I take this and elevate it with this person. If you can't look at somebody and see them in 5 years, 10 years, if you look at them and they're going to be the same type of person, the same job, and you might want to do that. That might be your best friend. But if you're doing this business, if you're doing this entertainment, it's got to be guarded that way, and then you can keep moving up. But like, took a long time to learn that. Take a long time to learn to not be vindictive or want to get the get back, or you know, like you get done wrong no matter which way. And in all honesty, revenge is not sweet at all. Like revenge just keeps you back in the same cycle that you're in. If you play that energy field, you're just going to be there. So if I were you, would learn how to get out of that as quick as you can. I wrote a book, and I'll end it with this. I wrote a book that was a #1 bestseller in social theory on Amazon. It's about the Stanford prison experiment. It's lessons from the Stanford prison experiment and beyond. And the punchline of the book that talks about power and us needing to regulate uncontrolled and unchecked power. And by doing this, I believe everybody, no matter what position of leadership you are, high or low on the spectrum, everybody needs a therapist. Everybody needs a professional that they should mentally be able to check in with, that's not their friend, not their mom, or not anybody who's trying to influence them. Just somebody that's there that knows how to intake what you're giving them and knows how to guide you through and unlock certain things in your mind that are traumas. So that's what the book is about. I hope you
What's the
go
name
out.
of the book?
It's called The Stanford Prison Experiment and Beyond. It's lessons from the Stanford Prison Experiment. If you look up, my actual name is Joshua Carrasco on Amazon.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it, the link. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like
that is what I would say. Like, find somebody that you can tap in with, that you can get help from, and that getting therapy is probably the best thing that could ever happen to you. I promise that.
I like it. Any last words or special shout outs before we sign off?
Shout out to OMG, my label. Shout out to Gorilla Republic. Orlando, Florida. Shout out to everybody who's pushing creativity, and shout out Jmack. All right.
Yo, man, that's love right there, bro. I truly appreciate you, brother. It was truly an honor. Episode 90, Mad Illz came through, shut this shit down. Thank you so much to JMack Experience Podcast. Oh, and shout out June NYC. Yes. Let's not forget that. Yo, there's been times I do episodes, they're like, bro, I'm the one that got you that guest. You didn't even give me a shout out. Like, I was so in the moment. Bro, I just interviewed a baseball player last week, right? Speaking of this, shout out to Angel. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to send him this. He was like, I think he was a little upset, but he's like, bro, you didn't even shout me out the whole interview. It was like, I'm like, bro, I was nervous as fuck, bro. I never interviewed a baseball player before. Like, so yeah, man. Shout out to Luis Vizcaino. Shout out to June NYC. Shout outs to Aspire Podcast. She's been showing me mad love as well.
Yeah.
So yo, and shout outs to you, man. I appreciate you so much once again. Looking forward to keeping in touch with you. I always tell people this is not the I don't like to people come on my show and then I never talk to them again. Like if you got anything going on, any event stuff like that, send it my way. I'll promote it. And yeah, man. Episode 90, Mad Illz, the JMack Experience Podcast. We're signing out. Gra.
Y'all take care.
Thanks for coming on the JMack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come on for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.
What's good, everybody? We've been having a crazy year. I want to shout out our newest sponsor, Spaced Out Snacks. Make sure you contact them for all your edible treats. And I also want to shout out Dead Time Clothing Brand for the official fit. If you want quality, make sure you hit them up to get fresh. You already know the JMack Experience Podcast. We're signing out. Gra.